Hi there, Jen Gilchrist here. Excited to be doing this monthly collective group energy reading for all of you. I love to go ahead of the month and start to look at week by week what we can expect. My intention is really to support you in aligning with your highest path, your highest good. And sometimes it lets us know what types of pitfalls or things might be coming so that we can navigate things with more ease and grace, as well as different next steps that we can be doing. I'm just trying to make sure that we're working. I'm kind of playing with StreamYard. I like it, but it's newer for me. So there we go. I see a few people joining now. May have just taken a few moments. A couple of quick announcements. I do have, this is the last day of the flash sale. So if you love the Egyptian goddesses or you're interested in embodying more success and power and love, I have an Egyptian goddess flash sale for $37. Really powerful workshop series through today. As well as, and so what is that? That's called Isis, Hathor, and Queen Nefertiti. And that is here and available for all of you if you're here on Friday. Otherwise, it's still available for $57 for the rest of the month as well, which is still a really fabulous deal for all that you get. So you can let me know if you're interested in the Isis workshop or the Egyptian Goddess workshop. And then I also, at the end, will share about my annual reading, which is completely free for all of you as well. If you like these kinds of readings, then I have done one for all of 2022. So I'll share more there. Perfect. Hello, Bree. Hello. I can't see everybody's name unless you click OK, but thank you. And I'll come back and I'm going to open up Facebook, I think, at the same time. Maybe that'll help me see y'all. But say hello in the comments. I'm going to start with the first week of this month and we'll take a look at things. So this will be from today through, let me look at the calendar. Today through the first through, we'll just do a short one. I guess this is going to be a short one. We'll do the first weekend between now and the 4th just to see how we go. And then we'll go week by week. So for this coming weekend, what is that we can know? Just tuning into the collective energy, the messages that will be serving you to really align with your higher path. And what's coming through, I'm using the Ascended Masters deck from Doreen Virtue. And just some quick messages for this weekend. Drink more water or be in nature. It just feels like spending some time making sure that you are staying hydrated. Maybe, I don't know where you're at in the world, but where I'm at, it's been very hot. So it could be literally staying hydrated, but also I'm just seeing like being in water. I feel like making sure that you have time to stay grounded and present, and some of that retreat time, especially if you have a lot of family things going on. It can be very busy. The energy of the world, especially here, of course, in the US that has 4th of July weekend, might be a little busy. And also it's coupled with this clear your energy from El Moria. And so this is just telling me it's about clean and clear your energy, perhaps purify and just recognize, the energy, your energy field, taking time to clear and ground your energy if you need to. And then the power of joy, Maitreya, I love this one. So this is like tuning into joy. What is it that brings you joy? Are you making time for pleasure, for fun, for family, right? Are you having joy in your life? Another thing that's coming to mind, if for whatever reason, for some of you, using gratitude, a gratitude journaling can be a very powerful way to shift our energy also, to be in that to be in that place of gratitude and joy. But mostly what I'm feeling is it's like, make time to rest, retreat, and have some fun, right? Are you pushing yourself? Do you have a list of to-dos? Make sure you have some fun. And then Lady Nada comes through, mother, wife, sister, daughter. And as I tune into the energy, I'm feeling 2 messages come through. And the first one is around the heart chakra. I see the rose there, and I'm just feeling like if you might be recognizing, if you do feel emotional at all, just recognizing, I feel like there's a heart chakra healing going for you. It feels like that could have been an ongoing, maybe you've just come off the new moon and you've had a lot of emotion. So if you're still processing that, give yourself that time and space. And then the other messages around divine feminine energy. It's about tuning into your divine feminine, which again tells me to go right back to rest, relax, retreat, have some fun, give yourself that time and space. So that sounds good for this weekend. Now I'm going to begin the week of the 4th through the 10th. The 4th through the 10th. I'm going to open up my comments here on Facebook as well so I can see you all. Hello, Teresa, Diane. Good to see you all here. All right. So the 4th through the 10th. I'm going to use the stars, or actually this is Work Your Light by Rebecca Campbell, and some Archangel Oracles by Doreen Virtue as well. All right, so the first card is Starseed. What lights you up? Now, we just had that message, right? We just had in the first week, Power of Joy. What's lighting up? Are you making time and space for this? And so this is actually, again, I'm just noticing really this sense of reflecting, right? She's definitely reflecting. She's giving herself time to retreat inwards, to dream a bigger dream. Notice, what is it in your life? It feels like a great opportunity, and we're still on the energy. If you're listening to this in real time, it's always a good time to set intentions, right? There's no wrong time, that's for sure. But we are kind of on the heels of that new moon energy. And so taking that time to reevaluate. I just feel like so far the first weekend, talked about the feminine energy and retreating and going inward. And this is basically contemplating, what areas of my life bring me joy? How can I bring more joy? What is it that my heart's calling me to do? What is it that I deeply desire? And just notice in your personal life, your business life or career, in your relationships, how can you bring more joy? And what is it that you truly desire? Now, this particular one feels almost like a bit more deeper contemplation, more kind of like, what is my purpose? What's going to bring me more fulfillment, like on a deeper level? So making some time and space for that. And then again, it's kind of repeating a lot of what this weekend was, which says deep replenishment, retreat, rest, and be held. Right? Can't make it up. So it's just coming back. And usually when cards repeat in different ways like that, well, first of all, the first week was for this weekend, and this is for the coming week. So it looks like the first portion of the month through the 10th, at least, it is going to be time to make sure that you deeply take care and integrate yourself. It feels like you've also been going through a lot of healing. And so some of that we need to actually take the moment to integrate into our body. It does feel like that will help you get back your energy and really get into that motivation again. But you want to do it from this aligned space. So this is really contemplating, what is it that I truly desire? How can I bring more of that into my life? What is going to actually light me up and bring me joy? And for some of you, it might be in your personal life. If you're all work, no play. Some of you, it might be in your work or career, if you're being called into your purpose work in some way, or just being called to shift some things in some way. Hey, Brenda, good to see you. And it says, you are safe, Archangel Michael. I am protecting you against lower energies and guarding you and your loved ones. So it's like we literally got, from the first weekend till now, we almost got double hit on everything that I just talked about. So this is really, watch your energy, use your energy mastery tools. I see a lot of you there in my group, my Soul Success Unleashed group. Get your crystalline silhouette out, use your energetic mastery tools, really work with that energy of just recognizing what's your energy versus others, and give yourself that time and space to just retreat and go inwards and really enjoy, create. Yeah, I feel like journaling could be really powerful. What message does my soul have for me today? What is it that I truly desire? Give yourself time to just explore what that might look like at the next level. I was just working on my heart chakra yesterday, thinking I have my first aha moment. I love it. Dropped a card. I always take dropped cards because they feel like they pop out. Baby steps. Action, follow your intuition before it makes sense. And so for those of you, when I was speaking to, a lot of it felt like this deeper reflection and contemplation time as we move into that first week of July next week. It says action, but follow your intuition before it makes sense. So this is where we have to trust sometimes, giving yourself that time and space to contemplate what is it your soul truly desires. And then what sometimes happens is people get really triggered on, well, how do I do it? And what steps do I take? And this is just saying patience, patience, patience. Trust. Just use the signposts. What brings you more joy? What brings you more passion? How can I bring more joy and passion into my day, into my week, into my life, into my work? What is it that deeply fulfills me? And see if you can start just tuning into that and following the feeling, right? Even if it's painting, it might even be nothing to do with work. Just getting yourself connected back to that part of yourself, and then taking the 1 or 2 steps at a time. That's how our intuition works. And that's how we start to get forward momentum as well, as the 1 or 2 steps at a time. And then the rest of the path begins to really reveal itself to you. But we can't, have the whole plan. Usually it doesn't work that way, to have the whole plan laid out all perfectly. it's usually not going to go that way anyways, especially if you're embarking on a new adventure. It's kind of about taking the time to explore that and trusting by taking the 1 or 2 steps. So I hope that makes sense. So one more card for that says yes, just say yes. So say yes to you. I feel like you already know what to do. I mean, in some of you, I feel like you kind of already have an inkling towards what it is, or maybe for some of you, I feel like because of this card, there is something you know or you want to do, but maybe you've had a little bit of maybe you're having a little bit of doubt, or maybe you're having a little maybe you need a little bit of courage to take the action and say yes, or just a validation that your intuition is guiding you correctly. So this card can work in different ways for different people. Hey, Michelle, Ashley, good to see you all here. Okay, let's go to the next week. So July 17th through 24th. And I'm feeling called to our archangels, and we'll go with some crystal cards. And really, this is a lot around receiving too. I'm just seeing a lot already popping in about that divine feminine energy, that heart chakra clearing. Oh yeah, we're going to continue this theme, it feels like, for the month. Okay, for sure. So now we're into the middle of the month, and it says gifts from God, Archangel Sandalphon. We angels bring you gifts from your creator. Open your arms to receive. So this is that heart chakra energy. It's opening up to receiving. It's that divine feminine energy. It's leaning back into your ability to allow yourself to receive, allow yourself to be honest with yourself, with your intuition, with your desires, and really allow yourself to receive. So just notice, where are you maybe blocking yourself? I did have a really powerful a Facebook Live I did last week called Abundance is Your Birthright in the Facebook group. So you can Google Abundance is Your Birthright. I believe it should pop up. And that was really powerful about, I shared some stories about where we block our miracles, right? Can you lean back and open to receive? And so this is saying that, what it is you're asking for and everything that you really desire is there for you. Can we lean back and allow ourselves to have it? Can we trust the steps that are being asked of us, even if it doesn't make logical sense yet? Right? How can we take action without having the whole thing worked out? Oh, Norma Jean, so glad to see you here. Good to see you. Happy Canada Day. Very beautiful. We have 4th of July on Monday here in the States. So the next card is Passion. Okay, so they were definitely hitting similar themes all month. It feels Haniel, trust and follow your renewed passion in your career and love life. So if the first half of the month we do as we're being guided, which is give yourself that time to retreat, ask yourself those inner inquiry questions, noticing how you can bring more joy, more fulfillment, more play, more fun, more love into your life. Like, how can you do those things? Giving yourself that time to assess. It looks like it's going to start to open up that ability to receive, to take action, and to actually, have the action steps. If you don't feel you have the intuitive action steps yet, your passion is your signpost, and it will take you there. And it feels like that will start giving you that renewed energy, right? And in motivation to really start to take actions on changing some things. And then forgiveness heals. Topaz is time to release repressed anger that's blocking your health and happiness. And so this is kind of going back to the healing of the heart, right? Who can we forgive? And when I say forgive others, it's not accepting negative, bad behavior. Of course, it's about digging in deeper. Who else do we need to forgive? And sometimes that person's us. Sometimes we can be hard on ourselves. Sometimes it's about, can we forgive ourselves for past quote unquote mistakes, right? Can we forgive ourselves for whatever it is that we're holding ourselves in a heart, in a almost in criticism for, right? Or perhaps for different choices we've made in the past that we can't change anymore. So can we forgive ourselves? Can we forgive others? Can we let go of the anger and the toxicity that's attached to past experiences so that we can clear and open the canvas up for something new to come in, right? At that higher vibration. And because there's a level of feeling deservingness and worthy that comes from that space that opens up that heart chakra in a big way. And so that feels important as well. And forgiving God, forgiving the universe. Sometimes, and we might now think like, well, maybe you don't feel like a victim to your circumstances, or maybe you do, either way. But in the past, sometimes when we have big traumas in the past, when we didn't have that mindset or understanding that we could have the power to change things, right? Or see things from this perspective of where's the silver lining and the opportunity of the transformation. If something happens in the past when we didn't feel that and we felt powerless, sometimes we can blame our spirit team, right? It's kind of like, where are you? Why is this happening? This feels unfair. Whenever we feel like we have that martyr energy, these are all powerful opportunities for healing and expansion, right? When we can recognize, where am I still triggered? Where does a person still trigger me? Where am I still holding on to anger? When we can dig into that, that will go a long way. And rose quartz comes in. Ooh, new or renewed romantic love is here for you. So this just feels like, if we follow this process, see that heart chakra is just expanding. And so for those of you that are looking for love, this could, it's a good sign for that, right? As long as we're doing our work, we're opening up to really establishing what it is we're available for at that next level. And so that could be a really powerful indicator and validation. In general, though, I think we're kind of on this topic and theme. Rose quartz is a very powerful healing energy and crystal that you can use to really open your heart and for healing and for forgiveness and all of that. But this also just feels like this is a key to, working on opening and healing that heart and that emotional center and inner child. I feel called out. I love how your readings always seem personal and accurately coincide with what I've been working on internally. I love it. I'm calling you out from love. All right. So let's look at the next week. So the next week is the 25th through 31st. So the 25th through 31st. I pulled that angel therapy card today, exactly what I need. Oh, I love that. I'm glad that's perfect for you, Tina. Oh, Shannon Phil's called. I couldn't see the names on StreamYard unless you click the little it's okay. I can't always see, but I'm opening up Facebook so I can see better now. Okay, so the last week of July. It's pretty much a solid theme all month. Make time to retreat, rest, go inward. What is it that you're passionate about? Start to take those actions. Do the inner healing work, inner child work. Last week of the month. Yes, forgiving hidden resentments. This is very powerful, Brenda. Very, very powerful. Ooh. Okay, so the fifth, the last week here, the cosmic heart, devotion, potency, and make life a moving prayer. I love this. And what's coming to me, I love the word devotion, right? It's like devotion, discipline. Discipline feels a little harsh sometimes, right? But it is this daily discipline / I like to call it devotion towards our conscious creation work. Really what I'm hearing is just own it, right? Own it. Devote yourself to wanting to feel better, to wanting to do better. And sometimes that requires that inner healing work. That requires us to have that consistency in our morning routine with and it doesn't have to be morning. I do think a little bit in the morning is powerful for sure. But whenever you can do your daily gratitude, your journaling, you're setting your intentions with your third eye, with your energy, with your intentions, giving yourself that time to consciously create is going to be very important. And it's really the daily habits. They really add up and they really build up and they really change things very quickly. We can really make your life a moving prayer. I just think that's such a beautiful way to look at it, because it's about being in that consistent focus of what it is you truly want, being in gratitude, being present, being with what it is that your spirit is guiding you towards, taking those actions. And really, it requires that consistency of staying connected to your spirit, right? So it's that daily connection to your soul, that daily connection to what it is that I truly desire. What can I do today to be aligned with my higher path? What message does my soul have for me? What guidance am I called to take today, right? Doing those little consistent action steps, you will see your life change very quickly. And when I was watching the moving prayer, within that, it just feels like, make sure that you're aware that you are consciously creating, whether you are thinking that you are or not in that moment, through your thoughts, through your mind, through your actions. And so keep focusing forward. When you notice you're in worry, if you notice you're in the future worrying or in the past regretting, or any of those places that are outside of this present time, I'm not saying we bypass them. We do the inner work. This is a lot of what we talked about. Identify those things, those feelings, and do the work. But bring yourself present, hand over the worry, open up to the here and now. Realize that the more time we're spending in that energy, the more out of alignment and stuck we are tending to stay. And so this is like, yes, isn't that beautiful? Making your life a daily prayer. It's like being open and connected with that, taking action, noticing that your thoughts, your words, your ideas, your actions are constantly either bringing you in deeper alignment with what you want or against. It's either bringing you towards what you want or away. Fear or love, right? And so it's like feeling that way into alignment and making that your priority is the fast track, right? That's how we can stay aligned with what it is we truly desire. And before you know it, we're living a life that you didn't even think was possible for you, right? Living a life that feels very happy and fulfilling. Surrender to the sweetness, Venus energy, pleasure, joy, make love to life. Love it. Right. And the first week said joy. The second, third week said passion. I mean, really, we're just kind of getting these messages all month to really take and savor, right? Stop and smell the roses if you will. But even this whole making love to life, Venus energy, pleasure and joy, surrender to the sweetness. The surrender is that feminine energy, and it is very much about how can I bring more pleasure and joy into my life, right? Contemplate that. And I can't wait to hear, come back to this video. And when you have some time to contemplate throughout the month and share, what is it that you're doing to bring about that pleasure and joy? Earthed, learning how to be human in a world but not of it, right? I think, oh my gosh, this is like perfect for our group, right? Because we all are those light workers, star seeds, awakening, and maybe people around you don't fully get it. And it's sort of disorienting. It's like we get dropped here and we feel like we're the odd man out. And it's like, thank goodness we all are, all of us here, we're now finding community, which is amazing. But it also feels like it's important to start to get out into the world. I think the internet is amazing for all that it can give us, and the video helps us to connect and all of this, and being in here is helpful. But it feels like being able to go out in the world, right? And being able to enjoy being human when some of us might not. Now, to me, that's been all about energetic mastery tools, or that's the program I teach, but energetic boundaries, I should say, recognizing as an empath how to really optimally run your energy so that you're not absorbing and taking on. And that comes back to that devotion card, your daily practices, energetic flushing, clearing through meditation and practices of clearing out other people's energy so that you can be very clear about, well, what does the voice of my soul even sound like, right? Knowing the difference of that and feeling like you can be out in the world and experiencing people, making friendships and having experiences with people that get you. And so there's a lot there, but I feel like the more that we are true to ourselves, then the more we start to attract our soul tribe and our soul family. And I think, being in this group, at least we're not feeling totally alone, right? We have found our way to other people, because there may be people in your life that thought, what are you talking about? They don't understand. You might be the only one awakened in your family or your group of friends, and that can be sometimes difficult. So I'm hearing like meetups. Can you do something fun? Can you go listen to some of my live music, take a hike, do something, out in the world with people that is enjoyable to you, but also honoring that higher truth of who you are. It just feels like making a little bit of an effort to be more social. It feels like a lot of us have been like very introverted. I'm there. I'm taking these messages for myself too. Okay, flow of prosperity, Lakshmi. Now the beauty in all of this, and I love this too, because I'm seeing Kuan Yin in the back. I'm seeing this lotus, which is, I've just been feeling that lotus and seeing that flower opening up in the different cards as well. But this is like, okay, well, this is how we open to that prosperity, right? Is doing this energy work. So it feels like as long as we keep ourselves like balanced with honoring our feelings, doing the inner work, contemplating what we desire, taking actions from our intuition, and doing things and bringing in more fulfillment and joy in our life, that does unlock the flow of abundance, right? And so you can also call upon Lakshmi. She's really a powerful goddess. If you are loving goddesses, then I would also invite you to, this is the last day of my monthly flash sale. Actually just kind of works out perfectly with this reading. Is all about so much about healing divine feminine energy. It's the workshop is Isis, Hathor, and Queen Nefertiti. I recently was in Egypt for 2 weeks. And so these goddesses have been very powerful and prevalent, and they came through how to embody more success, passion, love, joy. Like there was just so much channeled messages and healing within this workshop series. And I always do these monthly workshops. I've tuned into the energy of the group, which that series absolutely supports this reading and the energy of this month, right? So if that's something you're interested in, I'll share that in the link below. It's just $37. And there's an on-demand already ready for you. As soon as you purchase, you'll get a video training, you'll get a workbook, you'll get an activation that I had messages and channelings from all of those goddesses, and some and light language came out for each one to anchor it in as well. So I know you're going to love that. And then we have a live group reading and clearing a few weeks into the month as well. And so easily that whole kit and caboodle could be like $197 value based on all the time and energy that you get. However, it's only $37 through tonight, and then $57 the rest of the month, both of which are a great deal. I just found a neighbor that has gifts too. We talk about it. I love it. That's great, Dinah. I feels like taking the time to cultivate those friendships is huge, and important and needed. And then the other thing is a free thing I have for everybody as well, which is a 2022. I did an annual reading. So if you like these monthly breakdowns, I think when our higher self is aware of what's coming, we can more actively align with that, right? It's kind of like it lays the energetic footprints for us. It reminds our higher self to remind us, oh yeah, align with this. And before you know it, it's easier to find your alignment when we kind of proactively lay those energetic tracks about what we can be aware of throughout the month. Well, I did that for the whole year, and we still have 6 months left. So if you're interested in that annual reading, it is free. You can put annual in the comments below, and I will share that free opt-in for you so that you can get that right away. I think it's about an hour-long reading, and I went month by month, which is really powerful as well. So those are what I have for you. I'll definitely share. I'll just share both of them in the comments. But if you are reading this, then you can definitely just ask me for it in the comments as well. So let me go ahead here. I'm wondering how it works. I'm going to try something because I'm just I'm new with the StreamYard. Now, do you guys see that? Because I'm posting in StreamYard, and I'm wondering if you all see that in Facebook or not. I'm so curious. And then I'm going to post the Isis, Hathor, and Queen Nefertiti workshop as well. Actually, I don't think I have that link right here on me, but I'll come back and post that shortly. So let me know if you see that. I'm just so curious because I'm trying to play with this StreamYard. What I like about StreamYard is I can actually stream in my business page, my Facebook group, and YouTube. I'm going to start working my YouTube channel a bit more. So you might want to follow me on YouTube as well, because I'm thinking I'm going to start actively. I've been feeling that all year, actually, to be more actively growing that space as well. All right. So beautiful. Okay, everyone. Big love to you. I look forward. You don't see it? Okay. Thank you for sharing me. I was just so curious if that would work. I put it in there now in the links of the Facebook one because I have both open. But I'll come back and share with those of you that drop the word annual. And if you want to do the Egyptian workshop, put Isis, just that's easy, or workshop, and I'll come back and I'll share that as well. That's a really powerful series that I've already been getting feedback from. Oh, it's there now. Good. I think because I put it in Facebook. So I got to figure out the StreamYard thing. All right, everyone. Big love. That's what I have for you. I just want to pop in here and wish you all a very fabulous weekend. Run some messages, and I look forward to seeing you then. Bye for now.